Hi Cancer. Welcome to Sagittarius season reading 2024 for December. All information to work with me one-on-one is below, as well as the extended version of this reading. That will be the first link below on Patreon. I'm also putting everything free also on Patreon first for all the free members. So if you'd like to get used to the platform, it's all there for you. The Sagittarius new moon reading is already up and out there. Please check that out. All information to work with me is below. My website, link to my schedule, payment options, and there will be a sale for Black Friday into the new moon for Sagittarius season, so you can check that out as well here on my page in the community section. All right, Cancer, let's get into your reading. I don't know if the cards fall out, but I do have some things to say to you. Just perfect. So let it out. Messy hair looking all. I know you appreciate it the most. There are some things that you have to offer. And you've gotten really clear about what you hold value and what you hold true to yourself. And there is a saying, a long-term saying that says, those who cannot do teach, but you are someone who has the patience and time span to reverse engineer your own teaching. So you can do and you can teach if you would like. And this is a joke, not a joke. The biggest thing you could teach people is to let go, because you have, and many Tauruses will probably show up at your door. You know how to do that. Is it always through positive experiences? No. But one thing that you do know is how to let go. And it's funny because the Four of Pentacles is about holding on to the structure. Sometimes to be disciplined about something, like cardinal signs. No, being disciplined to initiate something also means that you must have something to hold on to. The discipline is the thing to hold on to. That's what keeps faith stronger. It's like, if you want to get stronger, you're going to have to work out enough, but also the mind has to get stronger. So you have to be able to be focused enough. Disciplined is a focus, because you can be working out but not focused or in the present. Will you get the same result? Probably not. Some people will say that, like, you can't work out. You can visualize working out and still gain something as long as you're present. And there's something about that connection that you bring to others, to yourself, something that you've really learned to master during the Pluto progression in Capricorn. And now the reason why I'm also saying this is because there are some other things that you may have to let go of. We'll see if that one comes out. Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable with what you share. Going on a voyage is knowing the path. And even on land, we think we know where we're going, but sometimes there will be detours. There will be other ways to take. There will be things that we learn and find if we are willing to be vulnerable and to be open to the experience. You can be disciplined about certain things, but it's like commitment or devotion. If you're devoted or committed to something, which takes discipline, not to overemphasize the word, but in communication, there needs to be some kind of discipline to the voice, to refreshing the voice, strengthening the voice, right? To communicate something. Also to thought, if you want to thoughtfully communicate or get very clear. If you're not already doing that in a habitual way, to some extent, that will need to take strength and focus. There's something about connecting that there with your emotions, the ability to be strong, to appear disciplined, but to know yourself, and to know when you're going out on a limb, when you're taking a risk. And some might say you do know what will happen and you can feel it and intuit it, but you'll never really make that apparent, clear, unless someone really knows you. Now, can't really hide from it. But that makes other things more mysterious too. This is about true fulfillment. What you realize and what you've continued to realize is that being able to, in what Sagittarius season and Mercury and Sagittarius, we'll also talk about how it's Sagittarius and Virgo, but you're processing. This is about emotional, mental processing. That's what expressing and teaching helps some of you do. Am I saying use that as your total form of processing? No, you should have, I would say as a teacher, have your own teacher, and so like in any field. That's just my approach. And I learned that from a teacher and I really liked it, so I continue with it. You need to find your approach because there's an alchemization that is happening during this processing of something that is hidden to you until it happens. Possibly when Mercury goes direct. I wouldn't hold it to that. I like to keep things open, but Mercury will go direct on the 15th. And continue on in Sagittarius for a little bit longer until January. So this is in your, and it's in your house of communication. Well, would you look at that? Well, it's actually work, my bad. So it's not, JK. Oh wait. Cancer risings. Yeah. So in your 6th house, sorry about that, guys. That is one place I get kind of dyslexic and I'm still learning. My brain is still learning to make that habitual. So this is you balancing out your mind by going after what's fulfilling, because whatever is truly deeply fulfilling is something that gives energy back to you. And if it's not anymore, there's a few questions you can ask yourself. You get more detailed if you had like a detailed session, of course, but this is something that you may go back and forth about in order to find your own balance with it. But you're not going to find it in your mind. You're going to have to get into your body. The Hangman is saying these are very cerebral and communicative moments, but this gets down into the body. Something that comes out of nowhere hits you in your body, and you have to be able to process it and in order to share it moving forward, in order to keep going. Sometimes, believe it or not, this is something that I practice often. I believe a lot in the metaphysicals, and this is about you. So Temperance is Sagittarius, which is also ruled by Jupiter, which both rule the hips and thighs. Jupiter rules the liver as well. This could be that you may need to detox, and sometimes cleansing in these ways, even of the mind, maybe you discipline your mind and don't go on like the medias for a while. Here I am talking to you, but maybe you're like, oh, let me try this out, or you did this and then you come to this days later, and you're needing a detox in the mind in order to experience a clarity in your body, in order for that to be clear about what you're speaking, because there is a youthfulness in the Page of Wands that's also ultra magnetic, and at this time you have this ability to communicate so clearly, especially if you want to change things up with work or how you communicate and navigate your daily life. This is also a perception change. So we have to be disciplined to something in order to change perception. We need a certain amount of time focused on something. So if there's something that you're wanting to be disciplined to do in, I would say do it for the next 30 days and see what happens. Letting go, this is also says a lot about letting go. Letting go of expectation of what this next avenue is going to bring you, but going towards it because it's more of what you see in your life moving forward. It's how you want to be moving forward. To teach and be taught, to communicate, to alchemize, to create, to come up with a really good idea that calls you out of some trying times and has deep insight about and that's another Virgo card coming up too, there might be something that it's about the psyche. It's about this change altering the direction of your future, because you could have continued down the same path, but inside you decided to shift. Whether it's mentally or literally, they'll both add up eventually. So if it's mentally now, it will be literally later. If it's literally now, it will be mentally later. That's normally how it works. So the more that you find clarity through your emotions and what you're being revealed emotionally, the more fueled, as I keep saying, the more fueled, the more energy you receive. That is the momentum, that's the motive to keep going. Does it mean burnout? No. This also is suggesting to get into the body, because your feelings will help you slow some things down that need to be deeply thought about, right? This seems like, okay, easy. No, this is all of Sagittarius season. How you want to work, how your health relates to this is what I was going to say before. Sometimes speaking up about things, but learning where it comes from first will really truly bring a different kind of healing to your body. You may feel a lot of relief throughout the alignment of your body, from your hips all the way up your spine, maybe in your digestion. You may find that what comes out of you has a lot of what you put into yourself, and how that is very, like, if you even think of the Cancerian glyph, it kind of looks like a 69 if you want to make a joke, but it's the yin yang, yin and yang, yin yang, where it's always going back into itself. It's the cycles of the moon. Listening to your body every day and connecting it to the mind, connecting it to a focus, an intention, a purpose. Even if every day it's like, I need to process this while I give this to the world, I'm processing something else to then give to the world or give to your community. More than anything, yourself. It's a freeing experience that also requires discipline. Any devotion, faith is freeing, but you need to be devoted to that faith. You're given it freely, but you have to allow yourself to, being in the present moment, you're giving yourself into the connection of the present moment. You're not thinking about anything else. When I do this, I'm not thinking about anything else that's going on in my life. I'm focused and here with you. That's what you bring to life. And a part of that is how you're learning to, and that's what I was saying to you in the beginning, this is helping you process so that you can bring to life how you work. Because there are people in your life who want to know. You may not be willing to teach anyone, but you still want to know for yourself. And if you choose to give that out to the future, the world will be grateful and better off for it, of course. Of course, as one of my teachers in this life, I'm a cardinal sign. You're all of our teachers. You may not understand why you're moving through this at this time, but you know that you don't need to know. You just know that you feel more free. You know that you feel more relaxed in the body. Even though your brain might make you want to think you need to be this and that and this, the more you worry about what you're truly here to do and digest that, and you're doing it, it takes you to a whole nother level of understanding the weight that your present moment carries in your lifetime, your present moment now, how that carries out and what that metabolizes as. There's an overarching philosophy here for you it's like you're decoding yourself. And you'll feel a change maybe in your hips and how your body begins to move the more that you metabolize and speak from that place. There's a lot you'll have to say, speak up about, and it will make you more magnetic. You might draw a whole different kind of people to you at this time as well. People you may have been unexpected. If you're not in the medical field, this should never comes up, but if you're not in the medical field is very blatant. You might be approached by people in the medical field that you may not have expected, but there's somewhere that you're, wherever your arena, area, genre of life that you live in, you're about to merge, because you can't hide from the other parts of yourself at all anymore, right? Right now, this is like a truly transforming moment. We can only see so much, but where this is going for you is you not keeping so much to yourself. You're freeing yourself. This, I would make it, this is a lot of alone time this month. There are times of connection, but you'll find yourself more freeing when you're alone or around a Sagittarius or a Virgo. But either way, there's insights that you'll be getting. So you may want alone time, or you may need to be very, if you're with people and you're starting to have it, you may need to have them understand, or just, be very disciplined to saying, okay, I gotta go, I gotta create, I have inspiration, or whatever it is that comes to you. I highly recommend that right now, because you may be getting into a creative flow and zone this month, Cancer, and you can't be stopped when you do that. So good luck with that. And you may also find the shifts the way that your resources are to be made. There may be a shift in your partner's resources as well at this time, which causes you to go into a different mode. You are being probably the most straightforward with people in your life. They might not even know that from now until Mercury goes direct. And you'll be okay. You'll be more than okay. The road to fulfillment takes risk and emotional risk, and you know that. And this is about your beliefs, where you're going, what you've had to let go of to get here as well, and to get wherever you're going next. All right, Cancer, we'll see you in a month. All information to work with me is below. Anything you need to know is below. And we'll see you soon. Happy holidays. If you are spending time or not with anyone, I highly recommend you do loving things for yourself. Maybe reach out to people. You never know. At this time, it is a giving time. Don't be afraid to connect. Start something new where you might connect with others, if that you feel so inclined to do. But remember to keep inspiration, a book or something ready, okay? We'll see you soon.